My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who has, I think, kind of lost themselves to a little bit of a fantasy, or they're not really well connected to other individuals. We have this starry observatory card. It's really hard for me to say that normally because I like to say it kind of silly, but we've got someone who is not really wanting to face reality. They may be using a variety of methods to escape their current situation. But I think in particular, they're very isolated. They're avoiding friends or pushing away loved ones. We've got, in the solitude's embrace, I've found my own echo. I whisper to the shadows, my voice finds no fellow. So it feels to me like this is someone who has maybe started off wanting to have those connections, but as time goes on, it feels like they seek out that more lone wolf experience or that solitude, right? Hello, Sergey. Hello, Skemi. Hello, Han. Oops, sorry. No, I know your real name. Is it okay if I use your real name, sweetie? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Lemonade. Hello, Dana. What's going on? All right, we're going to call in spirit with a little bit of Wind Chun Chun. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. And as far as reaching 20,000 subscribers, I think that's probably going to be in the near future. Thank you, James. Hello, Renata. And I will be giving away 2 free personal readings in a live stream just like this one. So it'll be based on TV trivia. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm guessing it might happen this weekend. So I'll keep you posted on that. I also just made a post on my page to kind of clear up some of the confusion in terms of the different types of messages that I have on my channel, just in case you want to, I don't know, get a little bit more particular in how you consume the content. Oh, thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate you. Hello, Marcus. How are you doing? Okay. Yeah. No, nobody's saying that it's a different thing than what you just did. But welcome. All right. So let's see. What else do we have? This is the voyage of the soul. I do feel like we have a situation with somebody who is needing to look within, right? Hello, hater. What's up? Oh, you retracted a message so quickly. Hello, Anubis. What's up? We've got guides, receive, clarity, open mind, open, crown chakra. So this individual who has been spending a lot of time alone or not really wanting to engage with others, they're feeling a lack or like void in their life of compassion. So maybe there's something here that is particularly challenging. Maybe they're frustrated or disappointed. And when you're in that state of mind, being alone, maybe for some people it's comforting, but I think for a majority of people, it's like, it'd really be nice to have like a hug or just somebody to spend some time with, right? Good morning, Rachel. How are you doing? Hello, Jamie. Hello, Mercy. Hey, just happy you're in the wrong chat for that one, my friend. Thank you. Wow, so we've got the Journey card, and I don't know if you saw how that like kind of spun around on my hand, but it does feel like it does feel like something is moving faster. And then I see this Collective card, which is literally in a circle, right? Thank you, Laura, to kind of confirm that spinning action. So we do have the moon in the background of that starry observatory card. Okay, if you want to know how I say it, usually what I say is starry observatory, because I can't help myself, okay? It's such a fancy, like I think of the game Clue, and I feel like I have to be fancy with it, okay? But we have someone who is changing their perspective. There's like with the circle, reference to the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about change, right? Sometimes you're on the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, things aren't looking so great, and other times you're at the top. I feel like this person is about to move, or they have the ability to get into a more prosperous or abundant situation. the cost of admission, or like the ticket you have to give at the door, is proof that you have gone through an ego death. Hello, welcome. Have you gone through an ego death? Yes, please describe, and then you will gain admittance. Until then, deuces, right? Hello, Mark. I like that for you, Jade. Hello, is it Johan? Not very original, but okay. Hello, Ryan, how you doing? So this ego death is an invitation to have a new chapter begin, right? Head versus heart. This is someone who has the opportunity to like lean into that compassionate energy that they're seeking and also find it within themselves. Isn't that awesome, Lemonade? Thank you. I appreciate you. We're gonna go with the what do we want? We're gonna go with the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Brett. How are you doing? Hello, Rob. Hello, Skater Guy. Oh, I don't know. There's so many other things that would seem fun. All right, what else do we have? Oh, thank you, Lemonade. Hello, Crystal. How's it going? So we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So look, there is this challenge, right? You can listen to your intuition. You can do something a little bit unpredictable. Start that new chapter, but it requires a sacrifice. This is that like cost of admission, right? In Shakespeare, I think it was Merchant of Venice, there was a pound of flesh described as the punishment. I'm not suggesting that that's the case here, but instead of a pound of flesh, it's like, give me a pound of your ego. You got plenty to go around. You can sacrifice a pound of it. This is the cost of admission. You want that better life, you want that compassion, you want that leveling up, then what you're gonna have to do is say goodbye to that old life. Say goodbye to that old perspective where maybe you were too invested in blaming everyone else. Maybe there was a lack of introspection. The Hanged Man, this is indecisive energy, but it's also somebody who sees things from a different perspective. And we saw that card spin around. We had the collective card that's in a circle, right? We have somebody who is seeing things in a different way, but it requires them to change. Hello, Nettie. How are you doing? Oh, thank you for gifting a membership. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Smoking Auditor. That makes me think of the smoking man in the X-Files. Hello, is it Kat? How are you doing? No, it says, oh, Kazakhstan. Is that where you are? That's pretty rad. Hello, Mush. That's not really helpful information. I'll get you a little bit of a baby timeout, and if you have some more respectful information to share, that's cool. We've got the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This is the offer, right? If you give of yourself, if you look within, if you heal that thing that makes it difficult for you to connect with people in a real way, then we will give back that energy to you in a very positive way. You know, you just have to sacrifice a little bit of that block that has made you feel like you have to isolate and you can't be with other people in that emotionally connected way. Oh, welcome to the memberships, Donald. I'm excited. The chariots get additional shorts, and there's also videos that I post for the chariots, so yay. Hello, is it Vincenzo? I hope I said that right. Ah, yes, now, Donald, you get the extra emojis, too. All right. Thank you to Johnny for the emoji additions. We've got Magician and the Nine of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So intuition is guiding this person to, yes, you can still be independent, you can still be an individual, but if there's something here that is going to work out for you, then you really need to be willing to sacrifice for that thing you want. Because that Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment, right? Oh, you guys, I'm feeling the love today. Thank you so much. Thank you. From Ohio. I like it. I used to go there for work all the time. And good morning, Lee. Happy Friday. How we doing? So honestly, this kind of seems like a little bit of a get out of jail free card. Things have been lonely. Things have not been really like amazing. And you're looking for a real connection with a human. So like the universe is opening up a path for you, saying right down this way. You know, there's a couple puddles, so the bottom of your jeans might get a little wet, but it's okay. Hello, Jared. How are you doing? Hello, Empress Karen. How's it going? What else do we have? Death in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Cups. I see someone going back to the drawing board. I feel like this is a repeat offer. So what I mean by that is, if you can imagine that movie or recall that movie with the ghosts of Christmas Past, why can't I think of the name of it, you guys? You know, with Scrooge. You might be picturing Goofy, but that's cool. The idea that, hey, you've been kind of like selfish. You've been kind of focused on yourself. You haven't really been living the life that you should. You haven't been connecting to other people. And there are other people out there that want to contribute to your life just as much as you could contribute, right? What's up, Tiana? This person had that opportunity already. And they were like, I'm good. I'm busy. You know, that sounds like work. I don't want to do that. Thanks, but no. And I feel like this opportunity has returned, right? They're like, hey, guess what? We know you rejected us before, but from the looks of things, you're feeling a little isolated, and maybe now you're a little bit more open to that ego death that we talked about a while back, where you could like maybe change something of yourself so that your reality could change. It's like it mirrors you, right? Matt, you're saying spelling is not your forte, and then you spell forte. Christmas Carol, thanks you guys. I can't believe that I totally messed that up. And Scrooged, that was the important one. I totally Scrooged that one. Hello, how's it going, Roland? Hello, SMP. What's happening? Hello, is it Bakhtiar? How you doing? So this person had to go back and think about it. Like, you know what? Maybe I should do that. That might actually be, it didn't appeal to me before, but now that you're asking me again, you know what? Yes, I will. It's like, you know, you try to be a good person at a restaurant and you're like, oh, I'll just have the water. And then you order the burger and you're like, but that Dr. Pepper would taste really good with that burger. Excuse me. Yes, I know. I ordered water, but could I also have a soda? This is someone who's doing like the healthier version of that. They're like, you know what? I should probably do that thing. You offered it once before and I said no, but now it seems like it's a little bit more doable, a little bit more necessary, maybe. So whenever we have somebody who is faced with this, you know, head versus heart, ego death scenario, I really like this Metamuse deck because it has a Tree of Life card, which indicates that spiritual journey or spiritual awakening, right? Thank you, Tiana. Hey, Jess, how are you doing? Hello, Hero? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Or drill? You let me know. Carnivorous. Giraffe. What a great name. How are you doing? Girl, I need to go check. Thank you for the reminder. I have had some craziness going on this week. Hello, how's it going? Fun username. It is spooky season after all. So we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Princess of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Wands. The Princess of Wands, by the way, would be like the Page of Wands in the reverse. So definitely have some fire energy here popping up to clarify the Magician, which is Aries or fire energy. So I feel like this is, like I said, you know, maybe that was a mistake. That first time when I told you no, I wasn't really interested in your offer. Maybe things would have gone better for me if I'd actually like done that. So when you come back around, I'm more likely to take advantage of that offer because it got a little dark, right? It got a little rough. Hello, Haunting Whispers. How are you doing? Oh, Lord. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. I mean, the Queen of Cups in the reverse is that connection to the compassion card, right? If I think about it, maybe I've been able to save myself from a little bit of heartache by not letting anybody in. Maybe I've been able to avoid feeling betrayed by people because I don't let them get close. But there are also times where I do wish that there was somebody who understood what I was going through or who would at least listen to what I'm going through so I can feel, you know, less alone, right? They're realizing it's important to have some sense of connection to the outside world, friends, family, romantic partner, right? Hey, Haunting Whispers. This is it. You can check out my channel if you want to see all the other things that we have. Hello, is it Embry? See, here's the thing, like, respectfully, I really don't like it when people tell me what to say. But I do like to greet people, so hello. Hello, Electric. Oh, is it not your thing? No worries. You're fine. You can keep it moving. Hello, Mystical World. But your name's Mystical World. Shouldn't you get it? So, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Empress. This is that opportunity to work on yourself, that sacrifice that's required in order for them to find that connection and that compassion in another person, right? Being able to feel connected. Welcome back, Cherry Bomb. How you doing? Three of Cups in the reverse. Two of Cups. Oh, really? Five of Swords. So this is someone who's saying, maybe I shouldn't have run away from love. Maybe I shouldn't have run away from friendship. Why was I so quick to distrust or assume the worst of people to the point where I've isolated myself completely? So this could be someone who's done a little bit too much of the cleansing, the toxic energy, maybe even attributing negative or toxic energy to people that didn't deserve it to justify getting to this kind of like lone wolf situation. No, that's not what we're talking about, hon. I'm just gonna remove that one, you know? So we've got the Emperor and the Tower. This is like basically saying if you choose to be in control of your emotions and your situation, then you have the power to change it. So the universe isn't even necessarily saying, hey, we're giving you this opportunity again, you better not mess it up. It's more like this has always been an option for you. You're just now realizing that it's there. You do the work internally and you're going to be able to find those connections with other people. First, you begin to trust yourself, then you learn how to trust other people. First, you learn to love yourself, then you learn how to accept love from other people and show that love, right? So we have somebody accepting that maybe it is time to like actually try, right? Who can I spend time with? Who has similar hobbies? Maybe I should call up that friend that has been trying to hang out, right? And that's understandable, right? We all go through that disappointment or that betrayal, that like Three of Swords energy, right? Where it's like, you know what? I'm kind of done trusting all of you because I tried it and it took away a lot of my energy. But you have to get to a point where you're willing to trust that you have very strong intuition, that you have your logic and you have your gut instinct, and you are able to build a better situation for yourself because you know how to like read the room, read the energy, you know, look for intention, right? Felt. Hey Simone, please do me a favor and do not include personal information. Ooh, let me add that for you, Grindhard. And welcome back. We've got personal questions being answered, I would say in like probably 5 minutes or so. Thank you, Grindheart. All right, so last one from this one, we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Addressing the insecurity or the tendency to push people away. I am capable, I can do everything myself. Does not mean that you have to do everything yourself. You've already proven yourself. Maybe it was to yourself, right? Maybe you're the one who needed to know, I can do it and I can do it by myself and I don't need any of you. But if you've proven that to yourself and you've gained that strength or that courage to go about the life that you want to live instead of what everyone else tells you to live, then at some point, isn't it also okay to accept that your super bad, I'm trying not to like swear, your amazing skills with regards to intuition would then lead you to people who would not betray you? It's a matter of trusting in yourself and trusting in others, all combined in one, right? Oh, maybe you haven't seen that, Jess. Yeah, so when it's like the FaceTime looking vibe on the channel, I will do personal questions at the end with $15 in tips being hit as the threshold. And then I prioritize the questions from the folks who tip, but I also really enjoy doing some freebies along the way. You tend to catch me on the other ones. But I did make a post about it on my channel as well to kind of help you all navigate the different content that I create. All right, let's get, actually, I don't think I want more tarot. I want Energy Oracle. Let's see what else we have. It happens. Angel of Strength. I told you, whoever this is for, you have built a lot of strength. But just because you are the strongest person in the room doesn't mean you have to be the only person who lifts the table. If somebody's going to be able to help you and they offer you some help, maybe sometimes you can like indulge in that, right? So we have Door to Spirit. Your intuition and your understanding of the people and the energy around you is at an all-time high. You are able to read people better. What you're being warned about is there is a temptation for some of you to just like kind of write off humankind, like, y'all suck. I'm done with you. I'm just gonna hang out with cats or like horses or maybe like goats, I don't know, but animals, better, right? You've got to be able to accommodate for the fact that if that were true, then you would suck, right? And we all know that you don't suck, so there's got to be room for other people to be cool, right? I'm glad to hear that, Cherry Bomb. So with Door to Spirit, this is saying there is guidance coming to you with that guides card we got at the beginning too, right? And it leads you towards the folks or like the collective, the people that are supposed to be around you after you let go of, should I say another Horcrux? Another, don't make that joke right now, Carmen. Another part of the ego that does not need to be there, right? All right. This is the Gilded Reverie. Hey, Jasmine, I'm just going to put you in a little timeout and ask that when you come back to please not spam. Nobody likes spam. I don't know, maybe like the creators of like the actual meat, but... Swathi, that's actually not accurate. I will be doing personal questions here shortly, but I don't like the spamming. So this is the Gilded Reverie. It's an extended Lenormand, and we've got, wow, we've got the Bridge, which talks about connections, and the Tower, which talks about like networking, right? Or that structure. The Tower in the Lenormand is pretty different from the Tower that you would find in the Tarot, which can be more indicative of things changing, right? It's little, it's on fire, people are falling out of it, but this one looks a little bit stronger, right? This looks even like serene or peaceful because it's a different meaning. This is talking about the elements of the Tower if things were like more positive or it was sturdy, so there's not a need for change. The kind of thing where, you know, you bought a refrigerator 15 years ago, haven't had it worked on once, and it's still working even though ones from 2 years ago are breaking down, right? This is like, no, this is solid. So you're getting a connection too, or there's a bridge appearing between you and folks that are good people, trustworthy, understanding, compassionate, right? People that you can actually lean on. Hello, Papa. How's it going? No. I do personal readings, but that's not what I'm here for. So we've got the book number 26, and this talks about wisdom. I think it also talks about secrets sometimes, but I'm really getting more so the wisdom element. This is so adorable, you guys. If you want to dance in the starry dazzle was at the very beginning, right? A little piece in a cosmic puzzle universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. You can't just be out here in your own little world. You got to be able to connect to other people. And here you are, you're like, what's that? I need to connect to other people? Let me find my unicorn on the carousel. I guess I'm gonna go find some other people that are wise. So this is you saying, okay, I can do that. Let's do this. No, I'm not British. Thanks. I hope you're having a good day. What else do we have? Ooh, the man without a shirt. Danger. Oh, this one's not supposed to be in here. You sly little card. How did you get in here? Is there another one? There's another one. Oh, it's from yesterday's reading. Okay, I'm not going to take this one, but I'm going to take this one. We've got an expectation here of people with loose morals. Now, that's not to say that if you're a man who's currently not wearing a shirt, that I believe that you have no morals. But this is one of those cards where it's like addressing what the priorities are, right? So when you are expecting people to not treat you right or to only be there for what they can get out of the situation, then you miss out on the good people. You have to allow for things actually being in the positive column, right? I'm gonna have to put that back before it gets caught up again in the other one. So your expectations can influence your situation. If you are always expecting a negative, then you might always see the negative happening, right? Thank you, Dana. Why am in cool. I've got that written down. Thank you, Dana. All right. I think we will switch over to the personal questions with just one last card from, well, maybe not one last card, one last pull from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. So whoever is dealing with this, there's a lot of opportunity to step into a new chapter. And the key here is there are other people that you can trust beyond yourself. You are inclined to be optimistic. So you feel this pull towards that more optimistic energy, right? You are good, but people misunderstand you. And for many of you, there is a lucky number 2 here for you. Okay, let's move to the personal questions. I've got a few from Grind Hard, and then Lemonade, Smoke Auditor, and Lee, you all tipped, but I didn't see a question. So if you do have one, please repeat that for me. If I don't see those, then I'll dive into Dana's question. Let's see, what should we start with? This is the Egyptian Tarot. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna do that. It'll be exciting. Sending you positive energy, Poppy. I hope things get better for you. I don't see that happening anytime soon, sadly. Let's see. For Grindhard, is she scared to lose Grindhard? No, right now what she's doing is she feels like she's protecting herself. I think she's got some difficult trauma or disappointment that she needs to get through before she feels like she can connect. Yeah, and I feel like there's someone here who's still trying to pursue her from her past. So I feel like she's very much so about protecting her energy right now. Is she missing Grindhard? So we have the Lovers and the Five of Swords in the reverse. Yes, I do think she's missing you. I'm a little bit nervous that it might be more on like the attention side. But the Five of Swords is in the reverse, which indicates contemplation regarding making amends. Yeah, so she's thinking about whether or not she's been overly harsh. Why was he feeling her energy this morning? Grindhard, I don't know if you saw this, like the first part of the reading, but it could be about her. It could resonate for her. Because we have this Hanged Man energy, and this is one of the few ones that show, what is that, like a fatted calf that they would sacrifice? And I've been talking about sacrifice most of this message, right? There's something here that I have to let go of because it's preventing me from trusting people. So if you look at it through that frame of mind, you might have a little bit more understanding. But I do feel like right now, it's like I don't have the ability to receive love because I am still dealing with the things that have happened in the past. So there needs to be some time to let go of that resentment or that pain and process it, right? Hey, Manisha, I don't know what you're saying, so, ooh, wait, hold on. That was the wrong one. Dang it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I deleted the wrong one because it scrolled up on me. My apologies, I can't remember. I think it was like Paula or something. I'm sorry. If I don't know what you're saying in your message, I get a little bit nervous that it might be disrespectful. No offense, but if you could translate it to English first, please. Hey, Drew, how are you doing? Ah, I got you, Lee. And then you're saying the court date is today? Okay. I got you. And I just need to see if smoking auditor commented. I don't see you. All right. Hey, Lids. Respectfully, I disagree. You don't know anything about me. If you want to come back and be respectful, that's cool. Hey, Soggy Toast. I see you've got the perfect nickname. Because that sounds awful. Thank you, Matt. Let me know if you have a question. Ooh, you said a random card? I got you. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask something real quick, Reinhard, for you. I hope he hasn't dropped off already. Because I do wonder if there is someone else out there that is looking to connect with you. Is there someone else in a romantic sense in Reinhard's sphere? Yes, romantic competition, 5 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. How would Reinhard know who this person is? Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who does things that would overwhelm you, but they seem to do it effortlessly. 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting that this is a very reliable individual, somebody who's been there or is very considerate, maybe very into long-term relationships. But Reinhard, if you're still out there, there's somebody else who's interested in you. Just saying. The more you know. Ooh, how was it, Scammy? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Lotus. How are you doing? All right, let's see. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. I don't think I saw... Lemonade, did you want a question at all? Did you want me to answer? I don't think I saw. So oh, wait, that was another comment from you. Okay, you said I don't have a question. Well, thank you for being awesome. I will make sure to answer one for someone else on here. So we'll go to Lee. Let's see what's going on with regards to the husband acting out. Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. I think this is frustration because your ex is always causing drama, always, the 7 of Swords is the trickster, right? Somebody who's lying constantly. But this Ace of Wands is kind of a visceral interpretation of it. It's, what I'm hearing is, it's like he's got us by the short and curlies. It's not how I talk. But this is frustrating because it's like, I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to have like my family life. And this dude over here keeps causing problems. So I do feel like a lot of it is about the ex, right? What's coming up? But there's something here changing. And I do feel like it's about the legal situation lightening up or things getting less stressful, which in turn means less to argue about, presumably, right? Hey, Calvin, let's try not to be judgy, eh? So we've got the court date. What do we need to know? All right, so there is a story that was told by your ex. Could be about a handoff. It could be about, you know, like dropping off a child. It could be about a gift. But I feel like there's a situation that was lied about that, you know, if I'm the liar, I feel really confident about it, right? Not trying to use specific names right now. So basically we've got somebody who they've been hiding this truth back here, right? And they feel super confident that they've tamed everything. And then all of a sudden, this Ace of Swords in the reverse is popping out to be like, oh, guess what? That was a lie. So I do feel like there's a story that is called into question, and it is very clear that somebody lied. And we know who, right? Yeah, Judgment, Eight of Pentacles. This could have to do with money or the work situation. All right. Dana would like to know about Bond's dream. Why was it that your mother was in that dream? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Swords. Ten of Cups. Hermit. I feel like she's trying to tell you something and you haven't gotten that message that she's trying to pass on to you. Is this saying that she approves? I feel like this is a warning. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and now we also have the Empress in the reverse. Ooh. Thank you, Marcus. I generally stay away from those questions. I will make an exception this time, but sometimes those health ones make me a little uncomfortable, right? But let's see if we can get this for you. Okay, so Dana, what I feel is that there is a warning that you're missing. And she might be trying to send it to Bond if you are not picking up on it through his dreams. But I feel like it has to do with home or family life because we have the Ten of Cups. And I feel like there's going to be another round of trying to tell you this message. But it's somebody here who you can't trust or some financial problem. Okay, trying to think of how to say this. Dana, I asked if it was a warning about anything for your health, and it is not, just to clear that up. That's not her message. But I do feel like it's a concern. Like, I want to get you to go this path instead of this path. And I feel like, you know, trying to make sure that you do the right thing. I don't really like that. Hey, Steph, how you doing? Hello, Global. What's happening? All right, this is the Gold Foil Tarot. Matt would like a random card. Let's see what we get for you, Matt. Thank you for the tip. What do you have for Matt, please? This is advice to prepare for a situation where, how do I explain this? You're going to receive some intuitive messages that advise you to prepare for, I don't know if it's like a storm or a big family fight, but it's like, or like you're throwing a big party and you're hiding the valuables. But I do feel like there is someone who is not trustworthy in your energy, or someone who will be in the near future. And you're getting messages to try to help you avoid whatever shenanigans they want to get up to, right? It could be because you walk away, or you like leave at the right time, or you, I feel like you're like hiding something, or like just, you know, being smart about stuff, right? Like, oh, I'm running into the store. I don't really want to carry my bag in with me, but I should at least like tuck it under the seat so it's not visible, right? That kind of thing. You're welcome, Lee. Yeah, I think that's a good way to approach it. Matt, do you know what I'm talking about? Hello, Izo, how you doing? Hello, H, what's up? That's not what I do here, hun. I have sung on the channel before, but not like, okay, ready, sing. No, that's not what I do. Yeah. I want to make sure you're able to avoid this, Matt, so look out for those signs. You'll see them. All right, so we had Marcus sending you protective energy, Matt. Marcus would like to know, is bio father alive? Is the biological father alive? Is the biological father alive? Yes, I do believe he's alive. To protect Marcus? From what I'm seeing, Marcus, it seems to me like your father has a very serious enemy, or someone who is very angry. I don't know if your father has played into that. Like, I kind of feel like there's some self-judgment here. Like, I'm not there so that Marcus can have this 10 of cups, this happy, like, home life, right? Because I see somebody trying to like obscure or hide where they are, or not be like findable. Because if you got involved in the chaos that is my life, I would feel horrible about that. So I feel like it's like, keep you over there, then none of my crap can hit you, right? Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Skimmy, but I mean, this is someone who's intentionally choosing to stay away, though. I don't know. I feel like it's protective. I don't necessarily say I agree with it, but this is somebody who's saying, I'm trying not to be involved, or I'm trying not to be found, or like maybe even I changed my name. This is because I don't want you to deal with the problems that I set up for myself, right? Yeah. He doesn't want you involved in the things that he's involved in. So does he know what's going on in Marcus's life? No. He feels like the best chance for you to have stability or a good life is if you don't know him, which is gonna make me cry. I do feel like this person loves you. I do feel like he does, but like, you gotta stay over there because I would just ruin it, you know? Yeah, no, I understand. Hello, Madison. How are you doing? Sending you a big old hug, Marcus. And if all you in the live chat are kind enough to send a little bit of positive energy, maybe that would help a little bit, right? And I hope you have a good weekend, hon. All right. I'm gonna do a free question. Oh, group hug. Let's see. Jessica is asking if if the love interest you're dealing with, the Taurus, if something is going to happen between you two. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're talking about like getting into a romantic relationship, but I will be more specific with your questions in the future. Let's see what comes through if that's my assumption, okay, hun? Hey, Mike, I'm just gonna remove that real quick. I'm not even putting you in a timeout, but I'm gonna encourage you to be respectful. We encourage you to have your beliefs, but if you're gonna judge people, then I'm just gonna boot you, okay? All right, so for Jessica, I wanna make sure that that is not the energy that I was asking a question with. Okay, what's gonna happen as far as the connection with the Taurus for Jessica, please? We have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I see this as being an opportunity for you to improve upon your standards. And I say this with love. I'm obviously trying to choose my words carefully, but Four of Cups is rejection. And this Queen of Cups is looking kind of sad to me. I do feel like there is a difficulty here in terms of distance. Now, does that mean that you live at a distance? Possibly. But I also feel like this is a person who doesn't necessarily choose their company well, or they have a tendency to like push people away, right? So this is a cautionary tale because I do feel like it might be in a little bit of a honeymoon vibe, or things might be really, happy-go-lucky right now, but it's like there's this wall that this person hits at a certain point, and then it turns that relationship kind of upside down, right? Permaban, like, really though? All right. I'm wishing you luck. Let me just ask real quick for you, Jessica. There's somebody else out here. Ooh, so you came through as the Queen of Cups, and we have this King of Cups, which would be your divine counterpart. Doesn't have to mean that you're Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it could. Same for this. Well, I think you said Capricorn. But this is the loving energy, right? You have this softness, this compassionate side to you. And if you're dealing with somebody who is super analytical or linear, it's going to be a struggle for you to understand how to deal with that, right? And the question becomes, if we approach love differently or relationships differently, then what can we really achieve? When you let go of a past person, which could be this Taurus, then there is time for yourself, or time for you to have that reflective energy or introspective energy that draws in this King of Cups. So I'm not telling you have to give up on the Taurus. I'm letting you know that if it gets to a point where you don't feel like the Taurus is a good option, remember that loving yourself is more important than going above and beyond for someone who may not be showing you how much they care, right? You can't make up for somebody else not loving you right. But what you can do is love yourself instead, or more, right? Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, Lemonade. Madison is asking if Grandma has any messages. RIP to Grandma. Let's see if we've got anything. Do we have any messages from Grandma for medicine, please? Ooh. Your grandma was a smart woman. Wow. It's like she's telling you to go outside or go to a park or go to a peaceful place. Get alone, get away from the noise, close your eyes. I'm very much so getting close your eyes. And if you think about it, then you get the answer to the situation that's been bothering you. This could be something to do with your relationship or a boss with the Hierophant coming through. But the overwhelming energy I'm getting from your grandma here, Madison, is that she feels like when you're looking for validation externally, even asking for a message from her right now, it invalidates the fact that you already have that knowledge within. She's saying, I was smart, but you're smart too. I think the message is trust yourself more. You've been through a lot, and you may not have really like updated the resume in your mind, right? Yeah, trust yourself, especially where it concerns people who feel like they have some sort of power over you. I don't know. Sending you a big hug. That was a sweet message. Have a great rest of your day, sweetie. Naya is asking, does Gigi have any messages for me? 7 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords in the reverse. This feels to me like a call for a difficult conversation with somebody that has been very frustrating. So probably a family member, maybe like it's an important person in your life that I feel like you've just been kind of like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I can't fix that, right? It's probably a family member, but there is this nudge. Gigi saying you've got this opportunity to actually get through to this person. You've got the opportunity to get through to them. It's your mother. So I don't know what's changed, but there's been some sort of a shift here. I have a suspicion. Is it like mortality? Yeah. So there's this, I'm not saying that there's anything health related in particular, but there is this nagging energy that I feel your mother is experiencing right now. With the 4 of Pentacles, it's like I have held back, or I've been a jerk. I've not treated people the right way, or maybe I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing right now because I've been this way. So I feel like there's a little bit of a, maybe I need to be a nicer person. Maybe I need to, you know, do better, that your Gigi wants you to be aware of. Like maybe that makes it better, right? For you to talk. I'm sending you a big hug and some healing energy. You deserve respect, right? Aw, that's so sweet. All right, I love you all. I gotta get going. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for the tips and the beautiful energy. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.